You asked for it, you got it. Channel 19, WEYW, serving the Florida Keys.
And now live from our studios in sunny Key West, Florida, it's Good Morning with Rick and Jenna. And here are your hosts, Rick Lopez and Jenna Stauffer.
Good morning, Florida Keys. Welcome to the show. I'm Rick Lopez along with Jenna Stauffer.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for starting your morning off with us.
Yeah, it's great to have you with us now.
Thanks for staying with us, everyone. You're watching Good Morning Florida Keys with Rick and Jenna, and I am joined here by a very special guest this morning. We are at the world's first Shula burger, located at the Postcard Inn Resort and Marina at the Holiday Isle in beautiful Islamorada, and I am joined by the legendary Miami Dolphins coach and the co-founder of this fine establishment. Thank you, Mr. Don Shula, for being with me this morning.
Very happy to be here and excited about opening our Shula burger. And this is our first one. It's my wife Marianne's idea, and any time that she puts her mind to something, it usually comes out pretty well.
It happens. Okay, and what's it like seeing everyone enjoying your restaurant?
You know, that's what makes it all worthwhile, because you know, you think that you might have the good product and a good location and all that, and unless people come in and enjoy it, talk about it, and relate their experience or dining experience to other people, then, you know, that's how you build up your business, and that's the kind of business we want to build here.
Okay. What made you decide to get into the restaurant business?
You know, many years ago, I was approached by going into the restaurant business, and that was the furthest thing from my mind when I was coaching, and I, you know, just put it off, and finally I decided to give it a try. So there was a restaurant nearby that had been open for a while. It wasn't doing well, and we put the name on it, and said it was going to be the best steaks in South Florida, best dining experience, and it immediately, you know, doubled and tripled what it had been doing before. And I said, hey, this is not bad. So then we continued to open more restaurants.
Okay, so it just took off from there.
Right.
What would you say your favorite item on the menu is?
Well, I'm a big meat eater. You know, I like the steak is obviously one of my favorites, but I also like the hamburger.
The hamburger, okay.
And I've always been a guy that enjoys a good hamburger, and this is what we aim to do right here, the good hamburger, and people talking about it, and then other people come and trying us out and want to be a part of our action.
Okay, and now you're obviously the winningest coach in the NFL, so you've won a lot of games, you've played a lot of games, and what you like to say about your restaurants is that you follow that mentality, that winning mentality. Tell us about that.
Yeah, there's just so many things that are similar. In football, you win because you have good people. You have good coaches working for you, you've got good players out there playing for you, good organization from top to bottom. That's what you have to do in the restaurant business. You have to have a great organization from top to bottom. You have to have good people working for you, and you have to have a great product so that the people come in and enjoy it and talk about it and maybe get their friends to try us out.
Okay, and you feel that you've got the good product here at Shula
We're
Burger.
very sold on our product, and we just want to make sure that the people give us a try, and hopefully they're going to walk out satisfied and come back and come back and come back.
Okay, now have you been to all of the restaurants you have across the country?
Right, you know, there's a lot of restaurants now. We've got 33 of them around the country. So we've, my wife and I have always gone to all of the openings, and any promotional activities that restaurants have, we always make sure that we show up for them.
And the response that you get when you go there?
It's just like tonight. There's a lot of excitement in the air, and you can tell people want to be here. That's the feeling I want to have when I, you know, go to visit the different restaurants, and people want to come out. They're excited to be there and excited to be a part of the evening.
All right, can I talk with you about football for 1 minute? You know, we're going to get out of restaurant, go into football. Okay, Coach, you are most legendary for coaching the Miami Dolphins to an undefeated season, 1972. Do you think that a team is ever going to do what you guys accomplished that season again?
You know, nobody's ever done it before we did it. 50-some years. The league was in existence. Nobody's done it since we've done it. And I think that's 72. That's what, 40-some years. So, you know, it's pretty tough to do. And a couple of years ago, a team went right down to the wire and then got beat in that final game. But it looked like they were going to be able to do it. I thought this year Green Bay looked so strong early in the year that they were going to have a chance to win them all, run the table. But they too ran into a difficulty and got beat in a game that they should have won going away. But that's how tough it is, because each week you got to prepare, you got to make sure that your players don't take anything for granted, that you're always ready to play your best. And if that happens, then you've got a chance.
Okay, all right. And now, is it true, I heard this could be a rumor, that some of the guys from that team, the 72 team, do they get together and watch the Super Bowl? And then if their record, if they keep the record, do they pop bottles of champagne and celebrate? Is that just a rumor?
It's a rumor.
Okay.
We've been painted as a bunch of angry old men that can't wait for that last undefeated team to get beat. And then when that last team does get beat, then there's a big champagne party. The truth is, one year the last undefeated team got beat, and Bob Greasy, who's here tonight, and Dick Anderson lived across the street from each other. So when the last undefeated team got beat, they went out into their parking lot, driveway, popped a bottle of champagne and toasted each other. And they were too cheap to invite the rest of us to the party.
Oh, no. All right, you heard it. That clears up the rumors. All right, and my last question for you is, I'm a Hoosier girl originally, so I have to kind of follow my home state team, the Indianapolis Colts. If you were the GM of the Indianapolis Colts right now, what would you do in their situation?
Do they have a new GM? I guess they just hired one. They fired Bill Polian, who was a friend and had done a great job there and won a Super Bowl with them. But, they're starting all over. The Peyton Manning injury was devastating. Whether or not he ever comes back, people right now don't know. If he comes back, and they've got the #1 draft pick, and they're going to take Andrew Luck, I think, with the #1 pick, and they're going to be a strong team again with great quarterbacks. But, the injury problem has hurt them. And I think now they've got a chance to regroup and end up with a top draft pick, and then also hopefully Peyton Manning will come back and play some more.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning. And everyone, please get out. Come to Shula Burger in Islamorada, at the Postcard Inn, at the Holiday Aisle. Thank you so much for being with me this morning, Mr. Shula.
Good Morning with Rick and Jenna has been a presentation of WEYW Channel 19 and the Belize Broadcasting Network.